So you're doing outreach today, and that's amazing. But what you want to start thinking about is how can you design your ideal customer profile and the personas within those organizations. So here's a basic template that we use internally. So for certain customers, you look at how long time they've been in business. That's actually quite hard to find online. You might look at revenue or employee range. Revenue and employee range often go hand in hand because you need revenue to pay the employees. So if you don't have a certain range, you can have a certain number of employees. So as you go on LinkedIn, revenue is not there, so employee range is a very good indication. And if you overall just estimate that every employee is getting 40 to 60,000 US dollars a year in salary in average, well, then you very quickly can ideally guess how much revenue they have based on the number of employees. Of course, this depends on industry. Now, you might want to look at, do they need one location or more? This might be important because when you do your prospecting, for example, US-based companies tend to make the decision in Europe. So if you're selling to the office US-based companies make the decision in the US. So if you sell to European-based offices, they will not be able to decide anything. They have to go through the US, so you will be targeting the wrong person. So that's why locations are important. Industry. You will have to go out and test what industry works for you. Are you selling faster to information technology companies or cybersecurity companies? Is it retail? Whatever it is, you want to go out and split test. Take a list of companies, create the criteria to reach out. Are they funded, private, public? What geographic location you're looking at? And so on and so forth. Target buyers within those companies are typically who's the decision maker, who's your influencer. It's so important to narrow that down as a business. Now, if we go to the next slide. So another aspect is to use something like techtracker.io. So we're going to say, okay, we are only targeting companies using Marketo, HubSpot, Acton, Pardot, Eloquence, and marketing automation, but as well as CRM, Salesforce, Microsoft Dynamics, Oracle, Pipedrive, you name it. So you want to narrow it down to understand what companies you're using your technology, because when you reach out, you can say, hey, I know you guys are using Pipedrive. This is how we can help you. Or congrats on using Pipedrive. I'm a big fan of Pipedrive myself. How are you guys doing XYZ? We solved it for customer XYZ doing that. I mean, you don't have to reinvent the wheel to personalize because you're already talking about something they care about. So your outreach becomes much more simple. So think about these small aspects when you do your outbound. I just want to give you some inspiration to sell more. Thank you for watching.